usually. Looks like it's going to try. Nope. Didn't sign up. Didn't start up, did it?
I saw it started. I got a thing that okay to okay it.
Yeah, something bannered across my screen saying
Yeah,
this
I've
content
got a
was being
thing that
connected by
says
another app, which I
Facebook and
presume
it
was that.
shows it running, so we
So I
might be
All
think
right.
using.
I
Looks like
think
it.
it's okay.
You think it's going, huh? Okay. All right.
Yeah,
We'll
it
see what
says the
happens.
content of this meeting is being sent to Facebook.
All right. Well, hopefully it'll stay going. Well done. Now it's your turn.
Oh, goody. So,
Yeah. Let me mute everybody because let me mute everybody. You'll have to unmute.
I'm finding my voice here. I've been doing this song. Some of you have heard it already, and I hope you're ready to have a relaxing time. I just want to be horizontal for a year or three, maybe more. I just want to be horizontal from the day I walk through that door. Disconnect the phone in the parlor, throw away the key, go to bed. I just want to be horizontal. Need a pillow under my head. I've done a lot of hiking, sometimes to my liking, but now I've left all that behind. And though it may seem crazy, all at once I'm lazy, and there's only one thing on my mind. I just want to stay horizontal, sleep until the seas start running dry. I just want to stay horizontal and let the world go on by. I've done a lot of hiking, sometimes to my liking, but I've left all that behind. Though it may seem crazy, all at once I'm lazy, and there's only one thing on my mind. I just want to stay horizontal, sleep until the seas start running dry. I just want to stay horizontal and let the world, all of you, just go on by.
Nice, Don. Nice.
A great start. Okay,
Yeah.
everybody take a nap.
Yeah, you can pick it up now, Val.
Yeah, I'll meet everybody and it'll be your turn, my friend.
So I suddenly have this unexplainable urge to go get my laptop and set it up and go lay down on the couch to sing my song. Okay. Seems like there ought to be a way to look each other in the eye, to see we're all in this together, and put all thoughts of victory aside. Seems like there ought to be a way to turn some fear into trust. No matter what you say, there has to be a way. Every living thing is counting on us. Seems like there ought to be a way to separate the freedom from the flag, to see what's real in the illusion. Sometimes a beauty walks around in rags. Seems like there ought to be agreement. We would rather live in peace than fight. No matter what you say, there has to be a way. Every living thing is on our side. Seems like if there's a God in heaven, we must have been put here to get along, to see that life is for the living, to leave alive the living when we're gone. Seems like this ship out on the ocean must fly on the wing of the dove. No matter what you say, there has to be a way. Every living thing is reason enough. Seems like this ship out on the ocean must fly on the wing of the dove. No matter what you say, there has to be a way. Every living thing is reason enough. No matter what you say, there has to be a way. Every living thing is reason enough.
Nicely done, Val.
Every Living Thing by Rod
Beautiful.
MacDonald.
Beautiful.
Gorgeous song.
Yeah,
Just-
that was really nice.
Just learned it.
It's really, I like the lyrics a lot. I was every
Oh,
word.
I love that line, to leave alive the living when we've gone. The whole thing, but I love that line.
What's the name of it, you said?
Every Living Thing by Rod MacDonald.
Thanks.
Thank you all.
That was wonderful. Yes, Paul, it's a new account. We, Paul's still there somewhere? Yes, there you are. Yeah. Facebook is nuking the shows that we do after 30 days now, and I don't like that. So I made a new channel on YouTube to be able to, and it's taken me forever to figure out how to live stream to YouTube, but it's going to work. Next week it'll work, and it's called Cowboy Rex's Bunkhouse Music, and this will get live streamed on there from now on, and maybe other stuff. So, all right, that was awesome, Val. All right, let's go to Canada and
Thank
hear
you.
from Rick. You're welcome. More than welcome. Let's go to Canada and hear from Rick. I'll mute everyone. Left on mute.
And I'm going to interrupt this program for an important public service announcement. We hear lots of warnings about drunk driving. This is my once a year warning about drunk fishing. Poor Johnny's at the bottom of the lake, at the bottom of the lake, poor Johnny. Poor Johnny's at the bottom of the lake. The boy went fishing and drowned. Well, I had a girl that I loved the best at the bottom of the lake, poor Johnny. Lord knows Johnny could have loved the rest, but the boy went fishing and drowned. Well, I had a bottle of 90 proof at the bottom of the lake, poor Johnny. When I'd take one drink, he'd take two. The boy went fishing and drowned. So poor Johnny's at the bottom of the lake, at the bottom of the lake, poor Johnny. Poor Johnny's at the bottom of the lake. That boy went fishing and drowned. Johnny was using my good cane pole at the bottom of the lake, poor Johnny. But he got so drunk that he couldn't keep a hold. The boy went fishing and drowned. Then what happened I never could tell at the bottom of the lake, poor Johnny. He never could handle his liquor well. The boy went fishing and drowned. So poor Johnny's at the bottom of the lake, at the bottom of the lake, poor Johnny. Poor Johnny's at the bottom of the lake. That boy went fishing and drowned. If and when he'll rise, no one can tell. At the bottom of the lake, poor Johnny. The church folks say he went straight to hell. The boy went fishing and drowned. So poor Johnny's at the bottom of the lake, at the bottom of the lake, poor Johnny. Poor Johnny's at the bottom of the lake. That boy went fishing and drowned.
Amen.
Nice, Rick. Thank you.
That was excellent. Poor Johnny. The worst thing is losing your nice cane pole. That ain't good. I see so many YouTube deals where, they have these YouTube videos of people making terrible blunders, and actually they're very informative because now I find myself like I'm out in the yard doing something, and I'm like, oh, there's a potential YouTube fail. So I'm very careful now watching people do all this crazy stuff. But a lot of times you'll see them, they're on a boat, They're getting ready to, or they're on the ocean or somewhere, and they're getting ready to cast their thing, and they cast out, including the entire rod and reel. And then they stand there going,
Well, for my part, Cowboy, I watch those things for ideas.
yeah, right. Good idea. Yeah, and then the other ones that are really hilarious is where they're holding up this giant fish and just proud as heck. They've caught this giant fish, and then of course it wiggles it free and flops back into the water. And the one I really like is the guy that jumps in after it, like he's going to catch this fish again, with his hands. Oh, that was great, Rick. Look what you started. See? Music. All right. It's you, Barry. I'm going to mute everyone. What do you hear from Tessa?
She's demonstrating, I think.
Oh, okay. Now I'm muting. Now you'll have to unmute.
Okay, thanks. This is a song by Robert Earl Keen Jr. called Corpus Christi Bay. I think Corpus Christi is a place in Texas. I worked the rigs from 3 to midnight on the Corpus Christi Bay. I'd get off and drink till daylight, sleep the morning away. I had a plan to take my wages, leave the rigs behind for good. But that life, it is contagious, and it gets down in your blood. I lived in Corpus with my brother. We were always on the run. We were bad for one another, but we were good at having fun. We got stoned along the seawall. We got drunk and rolled a car. We knew the girls at every dance hall, had a tab at every bar. If I could live my life all over, it wouldn't matter anyway, 'cause I never could stay sober on the Corpus Christi Bay. My brother had a wife and family. You know, he gave him a good home. But his wife thought we were crazy, and one day we found her gone. We threw her clothes into the car trunk, her photographs, her rosary. He went to the pier and got drunk and threw it all into the sea. If I could live my life all over, it wouldn't matter anyway, 'cause I never could get sober on the Corpus Christi Bay. Now my brother lives in Houston. He married for the second time. He's got a good job with the union, and it's keeping him in line. He came to Corpus just this weekend. It was good to see him here. He said he finally gave up drinking. Then he ordered me a beer. If I could live my life all over, it wouldn't matter anyway, 'cause I never could get sober on the Corpus Christi Bay. If I could live my life all over, it wouldn't matter anyway, 'cause I never could stay sober on the Corpus Christi Bay. Thank you.
Nice. Nice, Barry. Thanks.
So we have somewhat of a theme going on here, huh? Oh, here comes Ray again. Okay. All right. Thank you, Barry. Let's go to Israel and hear from Lori. I'm going to mute everyone.
We're already in Israel.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Let's stay in Israel. Thank you for reminding me. Let's stay in Israel and hear from Lori. I'll mute everyone. You'll have to unmute.
Okay. I'm gonna do Crossing the Bar. The lyrics are by Sir Alfred Lord Tennyson, and it was set to music by Ronnie Arbo. I've got my dulcimer on my lap, and the standard, not the baritone, the standard. And I'm thinking of a colleague of mine and her partner and her husband, Judy and Gadi, whose bodies were retrieved this week from Gaza. And this song is for them.
Original sound.
Oops. First time I forgot it. Okay, can you hear it now? Is it okay? All right, sorry about that. Sunset and evening star and one clear call for me. May there be no moaning of the bar when I put out to sea. When I put out to sea. When I put out to sea. May there be no moaning of the bar when I put out to sea. For such a tide as moving seems asleep, too full for sound or foam. When that withdrew from out the boundless deep, turns away home, turns away home, turns again home. When that which drew from out the boundless deep turns again home. Twilight and evening down, and then at last the dark. May there be no sadness of farewell when I embark. When I embark. When I embark. May there be no sadness of farewell when I embark. For though from out our bourne of time and place the flood may bear me far, I hope to meet my pilot face to face when I have crossed the bar. When I have crossed the bar. When I have crossed the bar. I hope to meet my pilot face to face when I have crossed the bar. I just want to say that Judy was not only an English teacher, but she also worked for Peace, and that's what I want to remember.
Well,
Thank you.
You gave it a beautiful tribute, Laurie. Beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks very much. It was hard for me to get it out. But
Of
thank you.
course. Okay. Bernard, unmute everyone. We'll have to unmute.
And there we are. Right, apparently this song was written about Sir Walter Raleigh. As most of you know, he was the inventor of the bicycle. There once was a ship in the North Country. The name she was called was the Golden Vanity. They swore she would be taken by a Spanish enemy as she sailed in the lowlands, sail in the lowland sea. Up there spake a little cabin boy. He said to the skipper, "What will you give to me if I swim alongside the Spanish enemy? And I sink her in the lowlands, I sink her in the lowland sea." "Oh, I will give you silver, lad, and I will give you gold. Arr, I'll give you my daughter, you pretty bride to be, Jim lad, if you swim alongside the Spanish enemy, and you sink her in the lowlands, you sink her in the lowland sea." So the cabin boy turned round and overboard went he. He swam till he came to that Spanish enemy. Then with his little auger he bored holes 3, and he sank her in the lowlands, he sank her in the lowland sea. Then he turned round and back again swam he. He called to the skipper of the Golden Vanity, but he would not heed him, for his promise he must keep, and he left him in the lowlands, Bruhis left him in the lowland sea. So the cabin boy swam round till he came to the port side. He called to his messmates, oh bitterly he cried, "Messmates, take me up, I'm drifting with the tide, I'm drifting with Well, his messmates took him up, but on the deck he died. They laid him in his hammock, which was so long and wide. Then they chucked him overboard, and they left him to the tide. They left him in the lowlands, they left him in the lowland sea. There once was a ship in the North Country. The name she was called was the Golden Vanity. Cursed be that captain wherever he may be, as he sails in the lowlands, he sails in the lowland sea. He sails in the lowlands. sails in the lowland sea.
Awesome, Bernard.
Thank you.
Oh,
Great
that was
job.
wonderful.
That was a nice one.
Great finger picking.
As
That was
usual, a
excellent.
happy song with a tragic ending. That's all you, Bernard.
There's got to be a theme there, hasn't there? A theme night of doing stuff like like a jaunty tune to tragic songs, or the mismatched,
Yeah,
mismatched
we've
music
had
with lyrics.
yeah, exactly. We've had fishermen drowning, and what was the one from Val, and yeah, oh, and Barry. Yeah, it's yeah.
I heard a couple of pipers this morning on the New Zealand one rushing through the ash groves. They had a chain to catch. It was quite sort of weird.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Bernard. That was wonderful. Let's go from the UK to Russia and hear from Cami. I'm going to mute everyone. You'll have to unmute. Muting now.
Okay, I have been out of the music for a couple weeks. I needed a bit of time out, but now I'm back. Thankfully, I'm back. And well, this song, Cowboy, is for you. Walking down the road one night, just trying to catch a ride, somewhere, anywhere but here, not a tail light in sight. Sudden storm came rolling in, wind and raining all around. In a lightning flash I saw a man as he stepped out of the clouds. Man who rides on the storm, I thought. Probably no point to run away. Thunder seemed to become his voice. This is what I've heard it say. I have left the 99. I seek the ones that have been lost. I will find and save my sheep, no matter what the cost. No lost sheep out here, I said. Been here all night and I should know. Then he came close, looked into my eyes, lightening the darkness of my soul. I saw the raging storm that was my life, but I felt a peace I've never had. When he came close, reaching out to me, I saw the nail scars in his hand. Just in the storm was full of light, brake lights flashing in the rain. As I climbed up into the cab, and this is the song the trucker's radio was playing. I have left the 99. I seek the one that has been lost. I will find and save my sheep, no matter what the cost. I will find and save my sheep, no matter what the cost.
Beautiful, Cammy. Really nice. Was that open tuning, Cammy? where you did that?
No, that's half a step down. It's G minor.
Oh, okay. It was nice. Beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And
I
Cowboy
did
never
honor
thought
to
of
you,
doing it that
Cowboy.
way.
What was it, Bernard? I'm sorry.
I said Cowboy never thought of doing it that way.
No, I didn't. Thank you, Cammy. That was wonderful. Thank you so much.
I hope I did honor you, Cowboy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely.
I love this song, and especially my dad loves it. It
Oh,
says it always touches his soul. I love it. I love it.
oh, that's wonderful.
Thank you, Cowboy, for writing it at first.
It was. Yeah. Thank you so much. Okay. Wow. What an honor. Thank you again, Cammy. That was beautiful. Let's go back to the UK and hear from Paul Clark. I will mute everyone. Let's unmute.
Okay. Right. I'm singing songs now just in the list of pretty well as they appear on my files, with a bit of curating, so it's not all stuff by one person because they're mostly listed by author. And this is one of the first songs I remember from my first days at folk clubs. Somebody singing this, which I don't even know that I remember the name of the person at the time, but it's by Alan Bell, the late Alan Bell from the Help Me Out, Bernard. Was it the Taverners? That he was in the band
The Blackpool Taverners.
Blackpool Taverners, and he ran Filed Folk Festival, I think, didn't he, for a long time, or was certainly heavily engaged in it. This is called Windmills.
Sorry to interrupt you, Paul, but did you actually know that? Did you know that Alan Bell, Windmills, was the first song he ever wrote?
Oh no, I didn't. No. Wow.
Yeah, because he couldn't find any songs about the Filed Coast,
Oh right.
so
yes.
he made one up himself.
Yes. The File is a sort of flat alluvial plain in the north of Manchester and such like. So it receives a lot of wind, and there were a disproportionate number of windmills on there in the era when windmills were popular. So yeah. I didn't know that was actually based from down there. Thank you. Right. In days gone by, when the world was much younger, men harnessed the wind to work for mankind. Seamen built ships to sail o'er the ocean. Landsmen boiled windmills, the corn for to grind, and it's round and around and around went the big sails, driving the shafts of the great wooden wheels. Creaking and groaning, the millstones kept turning, grinding to flour the good corn of the fields. Through Flanders and Spain and the lowlands of Holland, through the kingdoms of England, Scotland and Wales, windmills sprang up all along the wild coastline. Ships of the land with their high canvas sails, and it's round and around and around went the big sails, driving the shafts of the great wooden wheels. Creaking and groaning, the millstones kept turning, grinding to flour the good corn of the fields. In Lancashire, lads work hard at the good earth, ploughing and sowing as the seasons declare, waiting to reap the rich golden harvest, while the miller, he idled his mill to repair. And it's round and around and around went the big sails, driving the shafts of the great wooden wheels, creaking and groaning, the millstones kept turning, grinding to flour the good corn of the fields. Windmills so old, of wood blacked by weather, windmills of stone flaring white in the sun, windmills like giants all ready for tilting, windmills that died in the gales and are gone, and it's round and around and around went the big sails, driving the shafts of the great wooden wheels, creaking and groaning, the millstones kept turning, grinding to flour the good corn of the fields, creaking and groaning, the millstones eternally grinding to flour the good corn of the fields.
Nicely done, Paul.
Beautiful song.
About 20 odd years ago, I was fortunate to be allowed to sing that live on radio, and I had somebody joining in with the choruses. None other than Alan Bell himself.
Oh, wow. Wow. Very nice.
Well,
How
I knew
wonderful
him
is that?
quite well. Yeah.
My first encounter, not with him personally, was writing a parody of Bread and Fishes, which is probably
Oh,
the
right,
first
yeah.
one of his I heard, because it was released as a single that I heard on the radio, which I did immediately after John Major had lost the election.
Excellent.
Yeah, that was a beautiful song. Windmills first appeared in this between the 700 and 900s AD in Persia and Afghanistan, or that area, and then migrated to China, and eventually to Europe in about the 1200s. So very interesting. And their first use was raising water for like a water screw kind of a thing, and then they started grinding, and they figured out they could grind flour with it. So yeah, very wonderful song. Thank you so much for that.
Paul, what was the name of the song again?
Just call Windmills.
Can you put the name of it in the
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
and the songwriter, please, in the chat? Thank you.
Okay. Let's go to Scotland and hear from Ray. I'm going to mute everyone. You will have to unmute, my friend.
Thanks, Cowboy. What's today? It's a bit wet here. Wet, not very windy, just wet. It's one of the big days, yesterday and today, the big day of the local festival, but I will spare you a Hoik song, but I'll do a song that I've sung a couple of times this week, and a couple of people have already heard it. Barry, I know, Paul and Janet heard it this afternoon a cappella. Yeah. But I was away last week. I was working in Blair Athol, which is about 150 miles away, so I missed your session last week. But that week I'd looked at my list on all the songs I'd sung, and I discovered I'd never sung a Simon and Garfunkel song. Not one. So I decided to have a go at one, and sung it 4 or 5 times now. a dream I had, pressed in organdy, clothing penguin and smoky burgundy, softer than the rain. I wandered empty streets down, past the shop displays. I heard cathedral bells tripping down the alleyway as I walked on. And when you ran to me, your cheeks flashed with the night. We walked on frosted fields of juniper and lamplight. I held your hand. And when I awoke and felt you warm and near, I kissed your honey hair with my grateful tears. Oh, I love you, girl. Oh, I love you. Paul Simon.
Beautiful, Ray. Really nicely done.
Thank you.
I think that's one of the most beautiful songs that they did together.
Yeah.
And it's hardly, you're the only one other than I, Ray, that I have ever heard sing that song on a virtual Zoom. It's a beautiful song.
John Levy's done it a couple of times, but it's so simple, 4 chords, very short, just a very simple song, and that's all you need. 3 chords and the truth and whatever it is, but it's just a lovely song. And I'm number 9 today, so I get the pleasure of introducing our host, all the way from Phoenix, Arizona, absolutely no expense whatsoever. Who'd pay to come in here? Oh, let's hear it for Cowboy Rex.
Hey, Cowboy! Great to have you in the house.
Thank you. Thank you. How kind of you, Ray. Thank you so much. Yes, I'm going to depart from my usual tradition, and I'm going to honor Monologue John with a spoken word. This is a poem.
I will interrupt there, Cowboy, because when I logged on my phone, I thought there's something missing here, and that's it. Every time I came on, I'd always hear John say, "Ray's walking."
Yeah.
No more.
Yeah. Well, so I'm going to want to keep the flame alive. I loved him and I miss him. And this is a poem that I wrote a long time ago that actually was published in a very obscure magazine a long time ago. It's called Wisdom's House. It was inspired by Proverbs chapter 9 verse 1, which talks about wisdom's house. Here we go. Wisdom's house has 7 pillars made of stone, holding up the roof of heaven, 7 pillars, all alone. At the foot of pillar 1 sits Adam, sorrowful, undone, his rightful place and hope of heaven. Repent is the name of pillar 1. Abraham at pillar 2 stands, father of a multitude, childless once, now praising heaven. Hope is the name of pillar 2. At pillar 3, there kneels Daniel, leaning on a lion's mane, blessing God with trust in heaven. Faith gave pillar 3 its name. At pillar 4, King David singing, "Search my heart, O God, as before." The shepherd king beseeches heaven. Humility is named pillar 4. Pillar 5, embraced by Naaman, once doomed leper, now revived This unbeliever now trusts heaven. Mercy, the name of Pillar 5. At Pillar 6, Job sits in silence, astounded, joy-filled, and transfixed. He's listening to the voice of heaven. Truth is the name of Pillar 6. Upon the stone of Pillar 7, inscribed by fingers from above, the face of Jesus, Son of Heaven. The name of Pillar 7 is love. Wisdom's house has 7 pillars made of stone, holding up the roof of heaven, 7 pillars, all alone. Thank you.
That was beautiful, Cowboy. Just to share with you, Cowboy, one of the things that Monologue John and I had in common, I guess, is his background in his kitchen, which is where I am right now, were almost identical. And every time we talked to each other, that's exactly what we would say. Are you in my kitchen? But thank you. It was a wonderful tribute to Monologue John. Thank you so
Thanks.
much.
Okay, where are we then? Oh, we're going to hear from Storm. I am going to mute everyone. You will have to unmute.
Okay, and okay. There's no way of knowing how far you'll travel with a stranger that you greet. No way of knowing how you will part or when or why you will meet. There's no way of knowing where they've come from or what could happen then. So just remember, every stranger might well become your friend. Let go and be free. Be all you can be. Learn how to dance by taking the chance. Let go and be free. Others may point, others may make lots of noise, yet others may never know all of your bliss and your joys. Let go and be free. Be all you can be. Learn how to dance by taking the chance. Let go and be free. Your world is different, for you see within her eyes. It's folly to follow the fool when already you're wise. Let go and be free. Be all you can be. Learn how to dance by taking the chance. Let go and be free. A new world awaits you, a world full of love and of light. Take one step forward and feel the world's, and feel the new world's delight. Let go and be free. Be all you can be. Learn how to dance by taking the chance. Let go and be free. Trust in your courage and do the work you must do. For God surely standing, keeping a watch over you. Let go and be free. Be all you can be. Learn how to dance by taking the chance. Let go and be free. Let go and be free. Let go and be free.
Nice, Tom. Thank you.
Thank you. I wrote both the poem and the song.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you, Storm. That was nice. Let's go from Massachusetts to Maryland and hear from Matt. It's lovely to see you back in your forest of forest of speakers.
They're all just one click away.
Yeah, right. I'm going to mute everyone. You'll have to unmute.
Okay. Yeah. I play an old Mose Allison tune. I'm sure I played it here before, but nobody remembers that far back. Mose Allison, 1982. Never did a damn thing my way, and I sure wouldn't die for love. The only time I take control is when push comes to shove. I'm not your hoochie coochie man, not the seventh son. Just another little middle class white boy out trying to have some fun. Got myself some costumes that scandalize my folks. The mountain man, the Fu Manchu, and the renegade cowpoke. And when I ride my motorbike, it's pure Attila the Hun. Just another little middle-class white boy out trying to have some fun. I'll never be a hero unless it's by mistake. I just want to do everything wrong and still take home the cake. I even got in trouble, I left town on the run. Just another little middle-class white boy out trying to have some fun. I got myself a brand new name, a new religion too. I traveled halfway around the world to find the right guru. But when he tried to steal my girlfriend, the whole thing came undone. Just another little middle-class white boy out trying to have some fun. Just another little middle-class white boy out trying to have some fun.
Nice, Matt. Nicely done.
Thank you. The Mose
Thanks
Allison.
for the roadmap, Matt.
That was great. Yeah.
Good job.
I think the last time you sang that song, you said you sang an old one, and then you said, because I don't think there are any new ones. So next time we want a new one.
Okay, well, the newest Mose Allison would still be about 25 years ago.
All right.
So Matt, on Jeopardy the other night, they showed a picture of a building that's nicknamed the Walkie Talkie Tower. You should look it up.
The Walkie Talkie Tower?
Uh-huh. That's what he said.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Matt. That was wonderful. I never heard that before, and I'm sure you haven't played that one before. Been too long, even if you did, because I don't remember.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I definitely remember you playing it before, and I'm glad you played it again. It's a great song. Mose Allison is awesome. All right. Didn't he do a lot of jazz?
Yeah, he was on a jazz label and he played a lot of straight edge, but it was always very heavily towards blues, you know.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, he played almost everybody he played with was jazz. You'd go hear him at a jazz festival. He was on a jazz label. Yeah.
Great stuff. All right, this is a portion of our program where we thank our listeners, Janet and Neil and Scott, for being here to listen to our drivel and some of our good stuff, picking in between. So thank you very much, you guys, for being here.
Well, thank you, Cowboy, for doing this every week, in and out every week. Thank you so
Thanks for
much.
sharing the music.
We love you.
It's my very great pleasure, and without listeners, where would we be? Because I know that the people that are here playing music aren't listening to the other musicians. They only care about playing themselves. Yeah, it's not really true. Yeah, okay. Let's circle back to Mr. Don Gilbert in BC, and I will mute all. You'll have to unmute.
Well, there we go. So I generally avoid Paul Simon songs, but this one gets me. And all of my old friends keep getting put in boxes. And you guys are in boxes, so I thought I'd sing this for the people in boxes. Old friends, old friends, sat on their park bench like bookends. A newspaper blown through the grass falls on the round toes of the high shoes of the old friends. Old friends, winter companions, the old men, lost in their overcoats, waiting for the sunset. The sounds of the city sifting through trees settle like dust on the shoulders of the old friends. Can you imagine us years from today, sharing a park bench quietly? How terribly strange to be 70. Old friends, memory brushes the same years, silently sharing the same fears. A time it was, and what a time it was. A time of innocence, a time of confidences. Long ago it must be, I have a photograph. Preserve your memories, they're all that's left you.
Well put, Don.
Nicely
Nicely
done.
done.
Don, that's the best arrangement of that song I think I've heard, and that includes Paul Simon's.
Oh, man. You're
was-
definitely going to make me blush. You keep that up now.
That was a powerful. It's a powerful song, but that was a powerful arrangement. Thank you.
Yeah, very nice.
Powerful.
Beautifully done.
Wow.
Beautifully done. Thank you, Don. Okay, Val, you're up. Mute everyone. You'll have to unmute.
So we had one Jonathan Bird song, Poor Johnny Got Drowned, and I had already planned to sing a Jonathan Bird song, so I think that's kind of cool, Barry. I am an oak tree, took 1,000 years to grow. I've seen kingdoms come and go. I've seen losers turn to lords and back again. I held the rebels when they hung me from my limbs. When men of fortune cast their future on the sea, that's when they came for me. I was a slave ship under the standard of the cross, a hallelujah holocaust. Half were dead before we reached the other shore, and the captain didn't see the coming storm that swept around the Cape and took us by surprise, and only 8 survived. I was a campfire, a pile of driftwood in the sand, the only comfort in the land. 800 sailors toasted acorns that they found and left it burning as they stumbled toward the sound of a church bell ringing out above the sound of it, and I was born again. I am an oak tree out along the wild Cape Fear. There is talk of freedom here. Where is the kingdom that was here before I came? Where have the people gone who only left their name? A revolution's just a circle after all, and every kingdom falls. I am an oak tree. If it take 1,000 years to grow, I'll see kingdoms come and go. I'll see kingdoms come and go. I'll see kingdoms come and go. Jonathan Bird, I am an oak tree.
Nicely done, Val.
With a nod to the tune The Highwayman. Thank you.
Yeah, that was great. I have a friend here in Phoenix who covers The Highwayman, and he does all 4 voices, and it's amazing. They actually sounds like all the guys that are in that song. It originally did that song. Okay, let's go to Israel and hear from Barry. I'll mute everyone. Left on mute.
Okay, this is an old Eagles song by Don Henley and Glenn Frey. City girls just seem to find out early how to open doors with just a smile. A rich old man, she won't have to worry. She'll dress up all in lace and go in style. Late at night, a big old house gets lonely. I guess every form of refuge has its price. And it breaks her heart to think her love is only given to a man with hands as cold as ice. So she tells him she must go out for the evening to comfort an old friend who's feeling down. But he knows where she's going when she's leaving. She's heading for the cheatin' side of town. You can't hide your lying eyes, and your smile is a thin disguise. I thought by now you'd realize ain't no way to hide your lying eyes. On the other side of town, a boy is waiting with starry eyes and dreams no one can steal. She drives on through the night anticipating, 'cause he makes her feel the way she used to feel. She rushes to his arms, they fall together. She whispers that it's only for a while. She swears that soon she'll be coming back forever. Then she pulls away and leaves him with a smile. You can't hide your lying eyes, and your smile is a thin disguise. I thought by now you'd realize there ain't no way to hide your lying eyes. She gets up and pours herself a strong one. She stares out at the stars up in the sky. Another night, it's gonna be a long one. She draws the shade and hangs her head to cry. She wonders how it ever got this crazy. She thinks about a boy she knew in school. Did she get tired? Did she just get lazy? She's so far gone, she feels just like a fool. My, oh my, you sure know how to arrange things. You set it up so well, so carefully. Ain't it funny how your new life didn't change things? You're still the same old girl you used to be. You can't hide your lying eyes, and your smile is a thin disguise. I thought by now you'd realize there ain't no way to hide your lying eyes. Honey, you can't hide your lying eyes. Thank you.
Nicely done, Barry. Thank you.
Well done, Barry.
Yeah, that was great. Heard that one before. Okay, where are we going? Let's go. Let's stay in Israel. Ha ha ha! Gotcha.
Darn.
Yeah. And here from Lori, I'm going to mute everyone. And you guys, you'll have to unmute.
Okay. I'm trying to change my mood, so I'm going to sing something else a little different. By Ian Tyson. There's a young man that I know, his age is 21, comes from down in southern Colorado, just out of the service, and he's looking for some fun someday soon, going with him someday soon. My parents cannot stand him, 'cause he rides the rodeo. My father says that he will leave me crying. I would follow him down the toughest road I know. Someday soon, going with him someday soon. And when he comes to call, my pa ain't got a good word to say. Guess it's 'cause he was just as wild in the younger days. So blow you old blue northern, blow my love to me. He's driving in tonight from California, and he hopes his damned old rodeo as much as he loves me. Someday soon, going with him someday soon. Someday soon, going with him someday soon.
Beautiful, Larry. Love that song.
Thank you.
Very nicely done.
Thank you very much.
You know, I don't have a whole lot of, actually, I don't have any songwriting heroes particularly. I mean, I recognize amazing talent when I see it, but really, if somebody were to ask me if I had a songwriting hero, it would be Ian Tyson. He's an amazing songwriter, and
I agree totally.
yeah, amazing. So
I can see myself in this song too, and yeah, there's something in there.
I wonder how much influence Sylvia might have had on the creating of that song, since it's from a female perspective. Anyway, I got to tell you, Brian Carter, that picture that you're sitting in front of looks just like an old-timey black and white photo that was from probably the 1920s or 30s of Phoenix, from up maybe halfway up Camelback Mountain, down looking down this road. It wasn't dirt; it was a paved road. But anyway, I saw a thing the other day where they had that picture and then a picture from yesterday of the same road from the same spot, and it's amazing how much it has changed. However, the mountains look. I mean, you could superimpose them over each other. They look exactly the same. Nothing changes, but the stuff that men do. It's amazing. It was amazing. It looked just like that. Okay, let's go back to the UK and hear from Bernard. I am going to mute everyone, and I will mute myself and shut up.
And I'll unmute and not shut up. So there you go. This song was written as a poem by Harvey Kershaw, who's a local dialect poet, very well known in these parts. And Monologue John knew him, as I did actually. And the tune was put to it by the Oldham Tinkers, by John Howarth. It's got a few words in it you might not understand, so if you do find them a bit difficult to understand, tough. I'll explain the one at the end of the first line though. It's two words, Ranty Powell. It means a twisted pole. And the song's called Best at Bunch, and it's got a twist at the end. This world's just like a ranty Powell, it notes both ups and downs. I've found it mostly down me sen, I'm used to fortune's frowns. Me fords were all tarred with same brush, they were either bad or wicked. I was the only one as were any good. Folks reckoned as they bickered. Oh, me grandad stood on marketplace selling pigeons fine and sleek. When let loose they'd come flying one, and he'd sell 'em again next week. Me Uncle Sam played big bassoon, but it didn't suit Aunt Jane. So who clouted him o'er head wi' it? He keep music on the brain. Oh, me mother had her complaint. They call it beg and borrow. From next door who'd codge Sunday joint, saying I'll fetch it back tomorrow. Uncle Eli were a card sharper, cards up his sleeves he had, till one day they copped him at his tricks and trumped his ace for good. You see, that word came in that song long before we ever heard it over here. Oh, our Billy were as cute and fous as a barrow full of apes. Shave whiskers off his goose gogs, and he'd sell 'em to you as grapes. Hard work didn't seem to suit him though, he said it made him thin. First day he worked, he'd accident, sprained his wrist with clocking in. Oh, I could keep you here till cows come warm, telling of me family's woes, but that wouldn't alter things, I guess, for they're all as black as crows. They all went downhill, as you've heard, they must have been ill-bred. I was the only one as were any good, at least that's what folks said. Oh, although they reckoned me best at bunch, I didn't take heed at warning. That's why I'm sitting in this cell. They're hanging me in morning.
That was great, Brendan.
Thank you.
That was nice.
I like the twist.
Amazing. Very nice.
I didn't
All
know
right,
how
that was great. Thanks, Bernard. Let's stay in the UK and hear from Paul. I'm going to mute everyone. You'll have to unmute.
I was unaware that Harvey Kershaw did funny stuff. I only know Peter Lou. We have a connect with him even down south because one of the regulars at our club, who comes from Oldham originally, Peter Lou was written to mark the 150th anniversary of the Peter Lou massacre, which would have been in 1969, and it was as part of a play in the Free Trade Hall, which was a trade union funded venue back then, this guy from Oldham who came down had actually been in the play when it was originally performed. I was amazed to find out all that. Right, anyway, here's something uplifting. You seem to be mostly going on the sort of sad stuff, but here's something a little bit on the more positive side. This is called Keep Hauling, written by Andrew Cady, who I'm guessing is Scottish, but lives and works in Germany as part of a duo called Broom Besoms, or Besom Brooms, I can't remember which. Anyway. When life keeps hitting you hard, me boys, keep hauling whenever your woes outweigh your joys. Keep hauling, boys, when true love seems too far away. Keep hauling, the tide will flood your heart someday. Keep hauling, boys, keep hauling, ho, rouse and raise your voice, hold your course and don't let go. Keep hauling, boys. stay true. Keep hauling, there's only one thing left to do. Keep hauling, boys, keep hauling ho. Rouse and raise your voice, hold your course and don't let go. Keep hauling, boys. If you fought so hard but you lost your hold, keep hauling, remember fate rewards the bold. Keep hauling, boys, whatever your ship or wherever your sea. Keep hauling, whatever your storm or rocks may be. Keep hauling, boys, keep hauling ho. Rouse and raise your voice, hold your course and don't let go. Keep hauling ho. Rouse and raise your voice, hold your course and don't let go. Keep hauling, boys.
Nice, Paul. Nice done.
I don't know anything else by that guy either, actually, but nice song though.
Good advice. I'll take it. Yep, you betcha. Thank you, Paul. Okay, let's hear from Ray in Scotland. I'm going to mute everyone.
There we go. Yeah, I'm in Scotland. I'm in the south of Scotland, but I know someone else that's in Scotland just now. Art Grossman is in Scotland. Well, he was last night.
Yeah, he's going to be there for a couple of weeks. I think 10 days.
Yeah, he may be down at Wendy's tonight.
Yep, he did say that. Yeah.
So hopefully, I get a chance to meet up with him. With a bit of luck. Looking at my list, what I've done, yeah. This one's not on the list, so I think I'll give it a go. I've sung it recently, but not in Fiddler's Session. We done 220 songs now, but never sung this one. When midnight comes and people are homeward tread, seek now your blanket and your feather bed. Home comes the rover, his journey's over. Yield up the night time to old John o' Dreams. Yield up the night time to old John o' Dreams. Across the hill the sun has gone astray. Tomorrow's cares are many dreams away. The stars are flying, their candles dying. Yield up the darkness to old John o' Dreams. Yield up the darkness to old John a dream. Both man and master in the night are one. All things are equal when the day is done. The prince, the plowman, the slave, the free man, all find their comfort in old John a dreams. All find their comfort in old John a dreams. When sleep it comes, dreams are running clear. The hawks of morning cannot reach you here. Sleep is a river, flows on forever. And for your boatman, choose old John a dreams. And for your boatman, choose old John a dreams. And for your boatman, choose old John a dreams.
Beautiful, Ray. Nicely done.
Very pretty.
I heard somebody doing the Les Barker parody of Custard Creams for that for the first time earlier this afternoon. Very, very well written.
Yeah, did you know that that it was actually Bill Caddick's encore quite frequently when he did gigs? I actually saw him live once, and he did Custard Creams as his.
Peter Leslie's going, he could do one for Jammy Dodgers. He'd love to sing a song about Jammy Dodgers.
Why not?
There you go. There's an opening there. And once more, can you put your hands together for our host, Cowboy Rex?
Yay, Cowboy!
Thanks, you guys. In my perfect world, Father always makes it home. In my perfect world, Mother is never left alone. And in my perfect world, a cry for help is always heard. In my perfect world, the truth is found in every word. Everyone there has a home. No one there is left alone. People there are wise and kind. no one there is left behind. In my perfect world, everyone knows they are loved. In my perfect world, blessings rain down from above. And in my perfect world, every soul soars high and free. In my perfect world, war is a distant memory. Everyone there lends a hand. Everyone gives all they can. And true love there never dies. And children there will never cry. In my perfect world, a brother always makes it home. In my perfect world, a sister is never left alone. And true love there never dies. And loved ones there will only cry tears of joy. In my perfect world.
That was so beautiful, Cowboy. And it's a very perfect world every time you do this. And I do have to leave. My daughters are coming over to bring me a little bit of food. But thank you very much. And hopefully, maybe I'll see some of you at Catbird later tonight
Okay,
or
sounds
Jerusalem
good.
tomorrow. Good night, everybody. Take care.
Great to have you
Good
here,
night,
Neil.
Neil.
Thanks.
All the best.
Glad you're doing good.
Thank you so much. Love you all. Bye-bye. Let me see if I can do it.
Night, Neil.
Good night. I gotta.
Good afternoon. I'm so used to being in England.
Yeah. Gotta figure out how to leave the meeting.
Didn't matter. You don't have to.
I want to.
Thanks a lot.
Well, you know what I mean.
You can
Of
check
course.
out anytime you want.
I
but you
just
know the
did.
rest.
But you can never leave.
Good night, everybody. Love you all.
Love you too, Neil. Okay, Storm. Your turn. I'm going to mute everyone. You'll have to unmute.
The Eagle's gift and invitation. And you can hear I'm still dealing with allergies and I've still got an infection in my nostril. And I went to pulmonary evaluation and found out that some passageway in my lung is wider than it should be. And I went to a speech therapist and found out that my vocal cords are thinning and bowing. So it's been a sort of challenging period of time. The Eagle's gift, an invitation. Let us solve our wounds together with balm that we'll name friendship, and we shall give it wings and arms to touch and hold us. a voice to sing our praises and remind us of our worth. Let us look out through its eyes to turn and face each other and see a glow between us so gentle yet so brilliant, from a source that seems so tiny, no bigger than a mustard seed or the tears that we've been crying. Beneath its pinions we'll find comfort and a soothing heartbeat waiting, and we shall choose to nurture Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit in all beings, calling forth to gather others in a kingdom we'll name love. Well, I may have chosen right, I may have chosen wrong, I may have chosen right or wrong, yet it was worth it for the song, it was worth it for the song that I wrote along the way. Many times I've had to choose, with much to gain and much to lose. I still don't know if I chose right. Many folks think that I'm crazy, pretty dumb, or pretty lazy. Well, you know, and sorry. Pretty dumb or pretty lazy, and I still don't know if I chose right. Well, I may have chosen right, I may have chosen wrong, I may have chosen right or wrong, yet it was worth it for the song, it was worth it for the song that I wrote along the way. I may have wasted years, caused friends hurt and needless fears. Yet you know I don't think that is right. Now only time alone will tell how in fact my fortunes fell. I may never know if I chose right. Yes, I may have chosen right, I may have chosen wrong, I may have chosen right or wrong, yet it was worth it for the song, it was worth it for the song that I wrote along the way. Yet it was worth it for the song, it was worth it for the song that I wrote along the way.
Very nice.
I wrote both the poem and the song.
Okay, thank you, Storm. That was wonderful. All right, let's go back to Maryland and hear from Matt. I will mute everyone. You will unmute.
I'm going to do another Mose Allison tune. This is one that I just started doing. I kind of forgot about it. One reason I don't do it is because it's a simple blues and it's only got 3 stanzas to it, so you got to like get a soloist or something. But I'll just scat. It's called I Don't Worry About a Thing. If this life is driving you to drink, you're sitting around wondering just what to think. Well, I got some consolation. I'll give it to you if I might. I don't worry about a thing, 'cause I know nothing's gonna be alright. world is one big trouble spot. 'Cause some got plenty and some have not. I used to be troubled, but I finally saw the light. I don't worry about a thing, 'cause I know nothing's gonna be alright. Don't waste your time trying to be a go-getter. Things gonna get worse before they get any better. And there's always someone playing with dynamite. But I don't worry about a thing, 'cause I know nothing's gonna be alright. I don't worry about a thing, but nothing's gonna be alright.
Oh, how heartening.
It's like nobody could have written that line but Mose Allison, you know.
Right.
He had another one called Ever Since the World Ended, Things Ain't Been the Same. You know?
Yeah. You do that one?
No, I ought to learn it though.
Yeah. Learn that one and play it for us. That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's nice bringing that stuff back. These all these people that are
Just good, solid songs.
Yeah. Well, and you have so many friends, the drummer guy that does all those great songs. And all right, thank you. Let us hear from Brian, who actually is going to take us home. Not that home. Not the home that's behind you. Not that home. A different home. I'll mute everybody. You'll have to unmute again. There you go.
This is a song called Arlington by American country singer Trace Atkins, about a soldier killed in battle and buried at Arlington National Cemetery. Anyway, Arlington. I never thought that this is where I'd settle down. I thought I'd die an old man back in my hometown. They gave me this plot of land, me and some other men, for a job well done. There's a big white house, sits on a hill just up the road. The man inside, he cried the day they brought me home. They folded up a flag and told my mum and dad, we are proud of your son. And I'm proud to be on this peaceful piece of property. I'm on sacred ground and I'm in the best of company. And I'm thankful for those things and for the things I've done. And I can rest in peace. I'm one of the chosen ones. I made it to Arlington. I remember Daddy brought me here when I was 8. We searched all day to find where my granddad lay. And when we finally found that cross, he said, son, this is what it costs to keep us free. Now here I am, 1,000 stones away from him, and he recognized me on the first day I came in. and this gave me a chill when he clicked his heels and saluted me. And I'm proud to be on this peaceful piece of property. I'm on sacred ground, and I'm in the best of company. And I'm thankful for those things and for the things I've done. And I can rest in peace. I'm one of the chosen ones. I made it to Arlington. And every time I hear 21 guns, I know they've brought another hero home to us. And we're thankful for those things and for the things we've done. And we can rest in peace, 'cause we are the chosen ones. We made it to Arlington, yea, dust to dust, and don't cry for us, 'cause we made it to Arlington. Arlington.
Very, very, very nice. Thank you. Thank you, Brian. Arlington National Cemetery was, speaking of history, Arlington National Cemetery was part of the piece of land that George Washington gave to someone named Custis, who I think was probably a relative of his wife. And then that man's daughter married um, Robert E. Lee, who became part of the family that the Lee family owned that estate. It was a plantation, a farm with a farmhouse and everything. And when Virginia ceded from the Union, the the federal government that was left of America um, took over that property because it was it was dangerous for it to be part of the Confederacy because it was so close to Washington D.C. And then it became, actually the Lee family eventually sold it to the federal government in the late 1800s as the Arlington National Cemetery. So it was part of Robert E. Lee's estate. Very, very, very historic and
I
wonderful place.
I believe it was actually confiscated
Yeah, they
rather
did
than
confiscate
sold.
it, but then they sold it. Then they
I see.
backed off, and the federal government bought it from the Lee family. They didn't. And another interesting fact about Robert E. Lee is he spent the last years of his life uh, spending all of his time. Well, he did a couple of things. He was the president of a university and so on, but he spent most of his time working to reconcile between the North and the South after the Civil War. Nobody knows that. They think of him as a creep, but he did spend the last years of his life trying to make amends, and he was actually pardoned. They nobody knew that he had been pardoned from what he had done in the Civil War, but they found his pardon after like 100 years or something in some archive somewhere. So interesting. Thank you so much for bringing that up, Brian. That was great. Well, thank you guys for being here. This was a wonderful time. We we got a chance to I think we hit all the bases from drunks to cemeteries. So and Moselles and in between. So I'll be here next week. You guys will be here next week, and we'll do it all over again.
Take care, everyone. Be well and stay
You
safe.
too.
Thanks, Cowboy, for another good evening.
Yes, it was wonderful. My pleasure, and thank you for being here. We'll see you next week.